Hi everyone, we are going to learn the volume of spheres and cones today. So last time we did prisms and cylinders. Today we will do spheres and cones. So first they give us the formulas here. So you should go back to your formula page that we started in class and make sure that those are listed there. That way all your formulas are in one spot when you go to use them in STEM class. Okay, so let's look at the first one here. It says use the ABC button on scientific calculators for fractions. So you have the ABC button. It is right below PRB where you would switch from fraction to decimal. So all you have to do is type 4, then your ABC, then the 3. For cones, 1, ABC, then 3. And for algebra, it says use the alpha button, then the y equals button for fractions. So you're going to click the alpha button, which is that green button in the top left corner, and then you are going to hit the y equals button, which is above those buttons, above the second button, and type it in. I will show you this in class though, so hopefully you already know how to do this. So our first question here, the name of this shape, that's our sphere. Our formula is volume equals 4/3 pi times the radius cubed. So let's substitute. In here we have our radius drawn. So you can see this circle here, and that the 8 centimeters is from the center to the outside, so only halfway across. So our radius is 8 centimeters, so I'm going to plug in 8 for r. So we have volume equals 4/3 pi times our radius, which is 8, to the third power. Now remember, you have that caret button to type in your exponent, so you can type 8 caret 3, and hopefully you get 512. So we have volume equals 4/3 times pi times 512. Now you should be able to type this whole line in on your calculator. So 4 ABC 3 times pi times 512, or you can get the fraction button using alpha y equals on the graphing calculator. And you get a big number, which is fine because we had a large radius. So our number here, we get volume equals 2,144.66, and our unit, centimeters. Remember, now we're in volume, so we need to cube our centimeters. All right, the next one here, we are again working with a sphere. Our formula is still volume equals 4/3 pi r cubed. So again, our radius here, halfway across the circle from the center to the outside, it's 3. So I know r equals 3, and I'm just going to plug that right into r in the formula. So I have volume equals 4/3 times pi times 3 to the third power. I'm going to do my exponents first, follow order of operations, and 3 to the third power gives 27. And now we can type that in, 4/3 times pi times 27. This time I got 113.10, rounding. And our unit is centimeters cubed. Now remember, there's 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter, so if we wanted to write this in millimeters, we would have we would have to move the decimal spot to the right once, and we would get 1,131.0 millimeters cubed. Just a little fun fact. You'll use this in STEM class, so I wanted to mention it. It's off by 1. And there's more millimeters. There's a ton of millimeters in 1 centimeter because millimeters are teeny tiny. So that's why the number gets bigger. But if you don't need to do that on your homework or anything. Next, again, we have another sphere. This time, they gave us that the whole distance across the circle was 20. So remember, that's a diameter. And if the diameter is 20, then the radius is half of that, 20 divided by 2. And we get 10 for our radius. So our formula is volume equals 4/3 times pi times r cubed. So now I'm just going to plug in my radius of 10 into r. So 4/3 times pi times 10 to the 3rd power. So that gets us volume equals 4/3 times pi times 10 to the 3rd. I can rewrite as 1,000. And now you can go ahead and multiply all of these. So 4/3 times pi times 1,000. And again, our radius was 10, a bigger number, so we have 4,188.79 millimeters cubed. And again, just for the fun fact for STEM, if we wanted to turn this into centimeters, it's super easy. We need to make the number smaller because there's not a lot of centimeters here, because centimeters are bigger than millimeters. So I would just move the decimal once to the left, and I would get 4,418.879 centimeters cubed. That's it.